Hello everyone. Here I am covering a sample paper for class 10 CBSE math for examination 2024. Here I am giving you lots and lots of tips so that you can avoid all the mistakes. You can write your answer very accurately and you can achieve 100% marks. So let's start with some very basic examination tips. All right. So first of all, see, these tips are useful for all subjects, right? So first of all, understand the examination pattern and the question paper design. Then prepare a strategy because a very less time is left now, right? Examination dates are out. So you should know how the paper design will be there, right? And prepare a strategy for that. Use 15 minutes question paper reading time effectively, all right? Then if you find any tough or complex question, don't worry about it, okay? And don't spend much time if you don't understand you don't get the answer easily, okay? Just leave it for time being and then you can review it again once you complete the paper. All right, you have to maintain speed and accuracy hand in hand. All right, then keep eye on your time, right? Time should not get run out of the thing, right? You have to write your final answer and highlight it with proper units. You have to keep your paper neat and clean, right? All the very best. Now let's understand the paper pattern. Now you have 5 sections here in your math paper. First section A has MCQs which are of 20 questions and 20 marks, right? So see, here I am giving you some uh, like approximately time how much you can spend maximum on those. So you can spend 40 minutes maximum on those MCQs, right? Then section B, very short answer questions which are 2 marker questions. There are 5 questions and you can again spend 20 minutes maximum on that. Then short answers, section C, 6 questions, okay, you can spend 30 minutes maximum. Then long answer, there are 4 long questions, right, in section D and you can spend 40 minutes for that. Section E has 3 case based questions, again you can spend 30 minutes for them, right? Then once you come, see, you if you do this, okay, you can manage your time accordingly. Then you can save 20 minutes which you revise the paper. You can attempt those questions which you cannot solve, okay, and you can just review your all the answers properly. So this is how you can you have to write the sample paper so that you can complete your paper before time with proper uh, answers. All right, now let's continue. So your exam paper instructions would look like something like this. All right, so maximum marks 30, right? Time allowed is 3 hours and these are general instructions which I already covered, right? MCQ and all, right? In section E there are 3 case based integrated units, right? And there are sub questions which are 1 and 2 markers each. All right, uh, all questions are compulsory, but internal choice will be there in question 2. Okay, 2 questions in 5 markers, 2 questions of 3 markers, and 2 questions of 2 markers. All right. Value of pi will be given. If not given, then you have to take 22/7 and draw the figures, neat and clean figures wherever it is needed. All right. Now let's continue with our first question of section A. All right. Now, I would request you to solve along with me. Pause the video, solve them, and then check your answers. All right. And if you really feel this useful, then you can share with your friends, subscribe the channel. All right then. Now, first question. If you simplify this, so square root of 2 and square root of 2 will get cancelled out. You will get 1 plus 1, which is 2. 2 is a rational number. So, very easy question, right? Okay. If P1 and P2 are two odd prime numbers, then such that P1 is greater than P2. So P1 square minus P2 square will be what? So if you just consider two odd prime numbers, let's say P1, let me just take 11 and P2 I'll just take 5. Okay, 11 square is 121, 5 square is 25 and I subtract two odd numbers. See, just remember that two odd prime numbers, square will be odd, okay? And when you subtract them, you'll get the even number. So, this is the even number, right? So, the first option is the correct one. Now, the equation has no real roots. Now, remember when you have no real roots, when this discriminant is less than 0, right? What is discriminant? Which is b square minus 4ac value. Now when you compare this, so what do we get? Here b is minus k. So minus k whole square minus 4 into 1 into 1, which is less than 0. When I simplify this, k square minus 4 less than 0. So k is less than 4, k square is less than 4, correct? So I'll get the value which are, I have to consider positive and negative square root. So the first option again is the correct option, right? Perfect. Now, the sum of the numerator and the denominator of a fraction is 18. Let they are x and y. So x plus y equals to 18. If the denominator is increased by 2, so y plus 2. The fraction reduces to 1/3, right? The fraction reduces to 1/3. So that means what? The numerator is same and this is 1/3, right? So see, reduces and reduces by, okay, remember that two words. Here it is 2 means the final fraction is 1/3. If it is reduces by, so you have to subtract that, remember this. And now when you simplify this, you will get 3x equals to y plus 2, correct? And now if you substitute this value and if you simplify, you will get your answer, right? So what do we get? X equals to 3x equals to, if I substitute for y equals to 18 minus x. So 18 minus x plus 2, then we'll get 2x equals to 20 and x equals to 10. So y equals to, we'll get 8. And then when we write this, correct? So what do we get? 4x is 20 and x equals to 5. Once you get x equals to 5, y equals to 13. So 5 upon 13, B is the correct option, right? Okay. So substitute y equals to 1 here because it is a common root of this equation. So you'll get a plus a. So 2a plus 3 equals 0. So a equals to minus 3 upon 2. Same way b equals to minus 2. And when you multiply this 2, you will get 2 will get cancelled out. Minus minus becomes plus. So the first one is the correct option. Alright. Now AOBC is a rectangle whose 3 vertices are given. The length of the diagonal is. Alright. So if you just think about this rectangle, okay, AOBC. Now you have to think about the diagonal. So diagonals of rectangle, you can use the distance formula between A and B. So you get 5 plus 5 square plus 3 square and square root of this. So 25 plus 9, which is. Now moving to the next question. Here ABCD is a trapezium and BC is parallel to AD. So if you just draw a rough figure, so BC parallel to AD. So you can say ABCD like this. Okay, AB is 4 centimeter. Diagonal AC and BD intersect at O, such that now we learned this, right? AO to OC, BO to DO to OB, right? They are similar triangles, these two, correct? We learned that, and that is equals to 1/2. So you can find CD. So these two are similar triangles. You can prove it, right? And therefore this also in the ratio 1.5. So AB, here I can just add AB to CD and I'll get CD equals to 8 centimeter, right? Apply the similarity rule. Alright. Now here AB is parallel to DE. See, these two are parallel, these are given, and BD is parallel to EF. Then, so triangle ABC, if I'll consider, then AB is parallel to DE. So what I can say, CD to AB equals to CE to BC, correct? And if I'll consider triangle CDE, then what can we say? CF to CD equals to CF to C equals to CE to BC, correct? CE to BC. I am considering CD, not CDE, CDB, sorry, this triangle, right? Okay. So from result 1 and 2, what we can say? CD to AB equals to CF to CD, correct? So that means CD square or DC square. Here it is given in terms of DC square. So DC square equals to AB into CF. This is AC, right? Sorry, this is AC. So this is AC to CF. So the fourth option is the correct option, right? Alright. Now the pair of tangents, these are AP and AQ are the tangents, right? From the external point A here. Okay. And they are perpendicular. They have given that. Okay. They are perpendicular. And the tangent length is also given. So 5 centimeters. So this is also 5 centimeter. Okay. We have to find the radius of the circle. Alright. So if I'll just just connect them. So all four angles are right angle. We know that they are also perpendicular here. Now these are automatically, this is also 90 degrees. So this becomes a square, right? So P is nothing but 5 centimeters. So radius is 5, correct? Alright. Now if 2 cos 3 theta equals to 1, then theta equals to what? So 2 cos 3 theta. So what I can say, cos 3 theta equals 1 over 2, correct? Now whose cos the angle is 1/2, which is 60. So what I can say, this is equals to cos 60 degree. That means 3 theta equals to 60 degree. So theta equals to 60 upon 3, which is 20 degree. So we got the value of theta. Correct? Easy? Alright. The angle of elevation of a top of a tower at a point of the ground 50 meter away, the foot of the tower is 45. Very easy question. So this is 45 degree. This is 50. So the height of the tower, we know that tan 45 is 1. So the height of the tower is also same 50 degree, correct? Because tan 45 degree is 1, right? Alright, easy. Now 2 tan 30 degree, you have to simply substitute the values and you can find the answer, correct? So what you have to do, tan 30 degree, so tan 30 is 1 upon square root 3 upon 1 plus 1 upon square root 3 whole square. Now you have to simplify this. So what do we get? 2 upon square root 3 upon 3 plus 1, which is 4 upon 3. And now when you simplify this, 3 goes up. So 2 upon root 3 into 3 upon 4. Simplify this. You will get square root of 3 here. Square root of 3 upon 2. Whose square root of which option is the correct? Cos 60 is 1/2. Tan 60 is not. Sin 60, right? Sin 60 is square root 3 upon 2. So the option D is the correct option. Alright. Now The area of a sector of a circle with a sector angles theta is given by. Very easy question. They are just simply asking the formula. So pi r square theta upon 360. Correct? Okay. This is also very easy question. The area of a sector of a circle with radius r making an angle x degree with the center. Same question they have asked, right? So this is x upon 360 into pi r square. Very easy question. Alright. Okay. A game of chance consists of spinning an arrow, okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and okay, till 10, and equally likely outcomes. Okay, so the probability that will the point at number greater than 5. So greater than 5 are nothing but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Correct? So what can we say for this? Yeah. So there are 5 outcomes out of total 10. So 1/2. So the correct option is the first option. Very easy question, right? Alright. Now here data is given, L is given, H is given, F1, F0, F2. Now do you remember this formula of mode, right? So mode equals to L plus what you can say F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Correct? Simply you have to substitute all the values and you have to find the value of mode. So I leave this on you. Okay, you have to substitute the values and write the answer in the comment box. Okay, to verify this. Alright. Now a sphere placed inside a right circular cylinder so that it touches the top, base and lateral surfaces. Alright. So that means let's say I have the cylinder here and the sphere is placed just like this. Alright. So that means the height of the cylinder is same as the radius diameter of the sphere, right? Okay. So what we have to find, if the radius of the sphere is r, the volume of the cylinder is how much? Okay. So the radius of sphere is r, that means the radius of cylinder is also r and the height is 2r, h equals to 2r and radius is r only, right? So the volume of cylinder is what? It is pi r square h, correct? Now substitute h equals to 2r. So what do we get? 2 times pi r cube, correct? So it is the first option. Very easy, correct? So the frequency distribution is given and we have to write the model class. So maximum frequency is here 30. So the model class is 30 to 40. Easy? Alright. Now the points A and B are given. Okay, they lie on the center with the circle. Find the value of x. Then the value of x is 2. Okay. In the midpoint of the line segment joining P. Okay. So here the reason is correct, right? And the assertion is also correct. But the reason is not the correct reason for the assertion, right? So they both are true, but this is not the explanation for it because they are not connected, right? Okay. Now root A is a irrational number where A is prime number. Square root of any prime number is irrational number. No, both are true, right? We learned this, correct? Okay. So we are done with the MCQs, right? I hope you have solved with me. Now let's start solving section B. Alright. So is the pair of equation as consistent, inconsistent? Obtain the solution graphically. Alright. So do you remember how to find the consistent and inconsistent solution? Right? So x minus y minus 8 if I write equals 0 and 3x minus 3y minus 16 equals to 0 if I'll take the ratio of the coefficients. So 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3 minus 8 upon minus 16. So here it is 1 upon 3, this is minus 1 upon minus 3 and this. So here 1 upon 3 equals to 1 upon 3. So A1 upon A2 equals to B1 upon B2 is not equals to C1 upon C2, means they are parallel. So parallel means which type of which kind of solution? So we can say there is no solution, right? Inconsistent. Do you understand this? Remember? Alright. Now in triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. See, they have given congruent, okay, not similar. Now A is 47, A is 47, E is 83, and we have to find C. Very easy question. I'm leaving this question on you, okay? You solve this your own and write the answer in the comment box. Because for the congruent triangles, the corresponding angles and the corresponding sides are equal. Use this fact and solve it. Alright. Now, let's solve this OR question. Okay. ABCD is a parallelogram. E is a point on BC. If the diagonal BD intersect AE, okay, in F, then we have to prove this. Alright. So, see what we have to prove. AF into FB. AF into FB equals to EF into FD. Alright. So, if I try to prove that this triangle, okay, this triangle is similar to this triangle, then I can easily prove this. Now, how to prove these two triangles are similar? So, let's do this. Okay. So, these two are vertically opposite angles, correct? Which angles? Angle AFD. Angle AFD equals to angle EFB. Correct? Vertically opposite angles. You have to write the proper reason. Write the proper reason. Okay? And which triangles you are considering, that also you have to write. Triangle AFD and triangle BFE. I am considering that. Okay? So write all the steps carefully, then you can avoid the marks to be get cut. Alright. Now one more angle I need. Correct. So which angle I can say? See, these two are parallel, right? AD is parallel to BC. Therefore, what I can say, AD is parallel to BE also. So what I can say, this angle and this angle, they are congruent, correct? So angle ADF is congruent to angle FBE, correct? Why? Because they are alternate angles. You have to write the proper reason. Okay, write the proper reason here. Alternate angles for these two parallel lines. So using which criteria? Yes, A criteria. These two triangles are similar. And then let me just write this. Triangle AFD is similar to triangle. Now correspondence. AFD I have taken. So EFB. Okay. So if I'll take AF, so here it is EF is equals to, then I have to take this one, right? FD to FB. And now when I cross multiply this, I'll get AF into FB equals to EF into FD. So you have to write the final step after this. Alright. Please complete this step by step. Now moving to the next questions. Both are very interesting questions. Alright. So let's understand here. This is 23rd question, which is based on the tangents. Now we have to find the perimeter of triangle EDF. This is the triangle EDF. Alright. So what I'll do, I'll first write this. This are the things which are given. Okay. So perimeter of triangle EDF equals ED plus DF plus EF. Alright. Now, if I'll just break DF, okay, so let's understand this. So DF, if I'll break that in DH and HF, that is fine, right? So DH plus HF equals, sorry, not equals, plus EF. Now, here DH and DK, they both are same. Why? Because they are tangent from the external point D, correct? We already learned that. So I can replace this. See, ED plus I can say DK plus here HF I can say it is same as FM, correct? So this is FM plus this is EF, right? EF. Alright, here you have to write the reason why I have replaced this. Okay, you have to write D is the external point and DH and DK are the two equal tangents. Same as F is the external point of the circle and HF and FM are two external, two tangents which are equal. You have to write the reason. Okay, please write that reason. And now ED plus DK. If you see here, ED plus DK is EK, correct? So this is EK and here this is what I'll get, EM. Now again E is the external point and EK and EM are tangents which are equal. So EK is given 9. So what I can say, 9 plus 9 which is 18. So 18 centimeter is the perimeter of this triangle. Very interesting, right? I hope you understand this. Now the next question. So we have to prove this. Now here also there is a trick. Okay, if I'll just observe the denominator here, cot theta plus cosec theta and cot theta minus cosec theta. So what I'll do, I'll just bring this other side. Okay, so I'll just write this sin theta upon cot theta plus cosec theta minus sin theta upon cot theta minus cosec theta. See, I have brought this over here and I'm starting with this. Alright, so this is my LHS now. Now, what I'll do, I'll just take the sin theta common and then I'll simplify by taking the LCM. So, first of all, I'll get 1 upon cot theta. I can write this cosec theta plus cot theta also. I'll tell you why I'm doing that. So, cosec theta plus cot theta. And now if I'll just take the negative sign common here. So, negative becomes a positive. 1 upon what I can say, cosec theta minus cot theta. Correct? I have taken minus sign common and I have written this as plus sign. Alright. Now, sin theta, if I take the LCM, so what I'll get? Cosec theta minus cot theta plus cosec theta plus cot theta over a plus b into a minus b. So, cosec square theta minus cot square theta. Now, tell me what is cosec square theta minus cot square theta? Yes, it is 1 and that's why I have written this way. Alright, so I get the denominator as 1. Here cot theta will get cancelled out. So, what do we get? Sin theta into 2 cosec theta. And now when we simplify this, cosec theta into sin theta is 1. So, we'll get just 2 which is RHS. Now, here also you have to write here the identity. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is 1 and sin theta into cosec theta equals to 1. You have to write that, okay, as the reason. Then only your all the steps will get completed and you will get the full marks for the question. Alright, perfect. Now, moving to the next question here. Okay, the shape is given and the angle, sector angle is given 80 degree. The distance of the radius, this is nothing but the radius, okay. This is given and you have to find the area of the sector. Now we know that area of sector equals to, see this is the value of theta, you have to mention all, okay. This is the radius. So what I can say, it is theta over 360 into pi r square. Now substitute all the values you have given the value straight away. Substitute them and find the answer and write the unit also. Here it is in kilometer. So your answer will be in kilometer square. Okay. So I leave this on you. Okay. You have to calculate this and you have to write the answer in the comment box. Alright. Now the OR question. See, you have to solve any one of them, but let's solve this. So length of the arc we have to find. So length of the arc is what? Length of the arc is nothing but theta over 360 again, correct? Into the circumference, which is 2 pi r. Here also the radius is given, theta is given. So straight question and you have to substitute the value. You can solve this. So please write the answer in the comment box. You have to write the proper unit as well. Alright. Okay. Now here, read this question carefully. So here if you see 60 are interested in music, 84 in dance and 108 students are interested in handicrafts. Okay. And you have to find the minimum number of groups which can consist of the students. Okay, fine. So that is nothing but the clear cut. You have to find the HCF. So what I can say, the HCF of 60, 84 and 108 is equals to 12. So that means these are the minimum number of groups we need required. Okay, you have to write this minimum number of groups. And now you have to write for each of them. So music. So group of music, number of music group, which is equals to 60, right? 60 upon 12, which is 5. Same way you have to for the dance. I am not writing the whole statement, but you have to write this. Okay, dance is 84 over 12. And then for handicraft. So handicraft, it is 108 upon 12. So when you find this, what do we get? 9. So when you add them, okay, so that is nothing but the total number of groups required. So number of rooms required equals 5 plus 7 plus 9, which is equals to 12 plus 9, which is 21, right? So 21 rooms are required. I hope you understand this question. Very easy. Okay. Alright. Now moving to the next question. So find the zeros of this quadratic polynomial and you have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Alright. So the polynomial is what? 7y square minus 11 over 3y minus 2 upon 3. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just take 1 over 3 common. So that I'll get the simple values over here. 21y square minus 11y minus 2. Right. And now I can factorize and I can find the answer. So when I factorize this, I'm directly doing it. But you just split the middle term and do it. So 21 times 2, 42. Right. And then here you need the middle term as 11. So 14 3s are 42. So when you just split this for 14y minus 14y plus 3y and then you have to do this. So finally what do I get? This. So the zeros are what? So the zeros are y equals to 1 over 7 and here 2 over 3. Right? We got this 2 zeros minus 1 over 7. Right? And now you have to verify the relationship. Now, what is the relationship? The sum of the zeros equals to, what you have to say? This is nothing but minus b upon a and then product. Product of the zeros which is C upon A. Now here, what are the values of A, B, C? You have to write those, right? So A is how much? You have to write A is 7, okay, B is minus 11 upon 3, C is minus 2 upon 3, and then substitute it over here and verify it. Alright, so again I am leaving on you. You have to verify this and you have to write your final answer. Easy question. Alright? Okay. Now let's solve the question number 28. You have to solve any one of them, but I am showing you both of them. Okay. So now what they are saying, 5 years ago, the age of Noori. Okay, for what to find, how old are Noori and Sonu. So what I'll do, present age, see we have the age 5 years ago, 10 years later and present ages, right? So I'll just say Noori and Sonu. Now I'll make this table, okay? So that is more easy and convenient. See, if you don't know how to solve this question, you can watch my video, okay, based on this simultaneous equations, elimination method and all. Okay, just go through that once, watch them so that you can understand. Now, present ages. These are in years, okay. Then, age 5 years ago. And 10 years later. Now, present age, let's say x and y. 5 years ago, this is x minus 5, y minus 5, and 10 years later, it is x plus 10, y plus 10. Okay, now let's form the equation. What they are saying, Noori was, 5 years ago, Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. So, Noori was. So, that means x minus 5 equals thrice as old as Sonu. So, y minus 5. So, you got this first relationship. And then you have to simplify and you can make the equation for this, right? So, what you will get here, x equals to 3y. This 5 goes the other side, minus 15 plus 5. So, that becomes a 10. Okay. So, plus 10. Sorry, minus 10 here. So, we have this first equation. Alright. Now, here after 10 years later. So, what they are saying, Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. Okay. So, x plus 10 is 2 times y plus 10. And now when I simplify this, I get x equals to 2y plus 10. Correct? Now I have these two values. I can, using the elimination method, I can eliminate x and then I can find the value of x and y. Alright? So when I simplify that, you can find the answer of x and y. So now I leave up to you. I have these two equations. Use the elimination method and solve both the equations. And you have to write what is the present age of Noori and Sonu. Alright. Write that in comment box. Okay. And remember here you can always verify your answer. Okay. So please do it. Alright. Now the area of rectangle remains the same if the length is increased by 7 meters and breadth is decreased by 3 meters. So again I am saying I have covered all these questions in my video for this. Okay, so if you don't know how to solve that, please watch them. Now let's do this. Okay, so let's say the length is L. Okay, the length is L. You have to write this. Okay, so length L and breadth B. Meters. Okay, both are in meters. Now the area is what? L into M. Okay, sorry, L into B, meter square. Now what they are saying, area remains same if the length is increased by 7 meters. So L plus 7 into B minus 3. Then area remains same. So which is LB. And now you have to open this bracket and you have to find one equation. So when you do this, LB minus 3L plus 7B minus 21 equals to LB. So what you will get? 3L minus 7B plus 21 equals 0. So you will get your first equation. Now same way. The area remains unaffected if the length is decreased by 7. So L minus 7 and breadth increased by 5. So B plus 5. This again area remains same. Again if you simplify this, LB minus 7B then plus 5L minus 35 equals LB. So when you simplify this, you will get 5L minus 7B minus 35 equals 0. So you have two equations and now you have to solve them to find the dimensions, means length and breadth. Alright, again I am leaving this on you. You have to solve them. You can use any method because here they haven't mentioned any particular method. You can use substitution or elimination or any other method. Solve them and write the answer in the comment box. Alright. Now again very interesting question. Okay. So this quadrilateral is given and the circle is inscribed in that. Alright. Means what? The line touches. Okay. The sides of the quadrilateral touches the circle. So they are tangents. Alright. Now we have to find the radius of the circle. Alright. So radius here are OP and OQ. Now first of all, if you think about quadrilateral OPBQ. So what is given here? See, this 90 degree is already given to you. Okay. Here these are tangents because the circle is inscribed in the quadrilateral. So that means these are 90 degree. Now here OP and OQ are radii. So they are same. Also these are tangents, so they are same because P is the external point. So you have to write all those stuff. Okay, you have to write OP equals to OQ. You have to write the reason they are radii, and you have to say that PB equals to BQ. Again you have to write the reason they are tangents from the external point B. Okay, tangents from external point B. So write the proper reason and then what you can say, these angles are 90 degree, also mention them. Angle P equals to angle Q equals to angle B equals to 90 degree. So fourth angle is also 90 degree and therefore what you can say, this is a square. Okay. Quadrilateral OPBQ is a square. Alright. You have to write this all. Now, if see what is given to us. AD is given to us which is 23. Also DS is 5. So start with DS. This is 5. So DR also 5 because you have to write the reason. Okay. D is the external point. DS equals to DR. Two tangents, equal tangents from external point D. Write properly. Okay. So I have started with this. DS equals to DR equals to 5. So write the proper reason. Now the AD is given. AD is how much? 23. So AD equals to 23. Therefore what I can say, AR equals to 23 minus 5 which is 18. Right. So this is 18. And therefore AQ also 18. Right. So therefore AQ is also 18. You have to write again the proper reason. A is the external point. AR equals to AQ, two equal tangents from external point A. So write that reason over here. Alright. Now AB is given. AB is 29. So AB equals to 29 and therefore what you can say, QB equals to 29 minus 18 which is 11 centimeter. Now QB equals to, as this is the square, all sides are same. So radius equals to 18 centimeter. So write all the reasons properly and do it step by step. Okay. Alright. 30th is very easy question. ABC is the right angle triangle which is given. Right angle at B. This is A, this is B, this is C. AB is 24 centimeter, BC is 7 centimeter. And you have to find these values. Very easy question. So first of all, we'll find AC using Pythagoras. Okay. So use Pythagoras. AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. Find this. You'll get the value of AC as 25 centimeter. Once you get that, you can use the sine value and cos value to find this. So sine A, cos A. Sine A is what? Opposite to hypotenuse. So you get 7 upon 25 into cos A is adjacent to uh, hypotenuse. So 24 upon 25. Find this answer and write it properly. Okay, same way you can find this value. Alright, so again I am leaving this on you. Find these answers and write this in the comment box. Alright, now moving to the next question. So, application of trigonometry, height and distances. So, a man on the deck of a ship, 12 meter above the water level. Alright, observes the angle of elevation of the top of a cliff. So, let's make the rough figure for this. So, let's say this is the water level. And now, man is 12 meter above this ship. Okay, what above the water level, which is deck of the ship, which is 12 meter above the water level, and observe the angle of elevation of the top of a cliff. All right, so let's make this cliff. And now if I'll make the angle of elevation, so this is 60 degree. All right, and the angle of depression of the base of the cliff is 30 degree. So this is going to be 30 degree. So this is also 30 degree. All right. Find the distance between of the cliff from the ship and the height of the cliff. All right. So let's say this height of the cliff. Now see, if I'll just say this is AB, which is the deck. I mean ship. Now here CD is the cliff. Now I have to find whole CD and then BD. All right. So let's say this is X. Now this is 12. So this is, if I take this as H. Okay, so let's take this point as E. All right, so we have to find CD and BD. So write everything what is given and what to find. Now take two different triangles. So first of all, triangle ABD if I take, then tan 30 degree equals what I have to take. Yes, so it is AB to BD, which is 1 over square root of 3, that I'll get 12 over x. So what I'll get, x equals to 12 square root of 3. And if you substitute the value of root 3 as 1.732, alright, you have to do that because it is given to us. So 12 x equals to 12 into 1.732, that gives me 20.78 meter approximately. Alright, so I get this distance of the ship from cliff. Now triangle, which triangle we have to take? ACE, right? Tan 60 equals to CE upon AE. So what do we get? Square root of 3 equals to h upon, now we have this distance AE, correct, which is same as x. So 20.73. I don't write this, okay? Why? Because I'll tell you. I get my answer very easily. If I just write this as what is here, 12 root 3 I have. So I'll just write 12 root 3. So now h value is nothing but 12 root 3 into root 3. See, I'll directly get this, which is 36. Now what the height of the cliff is, what? Equals to 36 plus 12. Don't forget to add this, because that is not, if you write 36, that's not the correct answer. Okay, it is 48 meter. And write the final answer properly. So height of the cliff is this many meters and the distance between cliff and ship is 20.78 meters. Alright, perfect. Now two different dice are thrown together and you have to write the probability of. Okay, so remember the sample space, right? Possible outcomes, you have to mention that. Okay, all possible outcomes, 1 1, then 1 2, and so on, everything till 6 6. Okay, now, okay, when you find this and you can calculate this, you get 15 upon 36 here. Okay. For the second one, if you calculate this, you will get 25 upon 36 and doublet of odd numbers. So for this, doublet of odd numbers means what? 1 1, these are called doublets. 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 and 6 6, and odd numbers are only 3 you have. So 3 out of 36 we have. So the third answer is this. Alright, I hope you understand this. Very easy question. Perfect. Alright, now very interesting questions. Okay, again you have to solve any one of them, but we'll solve both of them for 32. So first, two pipes running together can fill a tank in 11 upon 1/9 minute. One pipe takes 5 minutes more than the other. So what we'll take? We'll take the, let's take the one pipe. Okay. So first pipe can fill the tank in X minutes. So the second pipe, you have to write everything. This is X plus 5 minutes. Alright. So what you can say in 1 minute? In 1 minute, the tank filled is 1 over x, and for this is 1 upon x plus 5. And now what you can say, the time is 11 into 9. Okay, 99 plus 1, which is 100 upon 9. 100 upon 9 minutes. So what you can say, in 1 minute, how much tank is full? So 9 upon 100. Okay. So what you have to write, according to the question, you have to say that according to the question, 1 upon x plus 1 upon x plus 5 equals to, take the reciprocal of that. See, I have taken again the similar question in the video. Okay. Please watch that if you don't know how to solve this type of question. Now, very easy. You take the LCM and simplify that. So, x plus 5 plus x upon x into x plus 5 equals to 9 upon 100. And now cross multiply and simplify. So what do we get? This is 2x plus 5. If I multiply it by 100. So what do we get? 200x plus 500 equals to, here it is 9x into x plus 5. And now you can form the quadratic equation which you can solve. So 200x plus 500 equals to 9x square plus 45x. So the equation becomes 9x square minus 155x minus 500, which is equals to 0. And now 9 into 500, which is 4500. So you will get this is 180 minus 25 minus 500 equals to 0. So when I factorize this, I'll get 9x plus 25 and x minus 20 equals 0. So x equals to minus 25 upon 9 or 20. Negative is not possible, So 20 is only possible. So what I can say, x equals to 20 minutes. This is 20 minutes and this is 25 minutes. Correct? You have to write your final answer in a proper manner. Okay? Alright. Now this OR part, okay, let's quickly solve that. Okay? So we have to represent the situation in quadratic equation. So train travels the distance. So the distance is given, total distance equals to 480 kilometer. Right? The speed had been 8 km per hour less if had the time is 3 hours more. All right. So what we'll do if the speed is, so let the speed of the train equals x kilometer per hour. See here distance is given in kilometer, time is hour. So I am taking this as kilometer per hour. Alright. So the time required, time equals to distance upon speed. So it is 480 upon x. Alright. Now what they are saying, if the speed decrease by 8 km per hour. So new speed equals to x minus 8 kilometer per hour. So the new time is 3 hours more than. So whatever the time taken. So 480 upon x plus you can say 3. Alright. And this is same as what I can say 480 upon x minus 8 also. Now you have these two equations which you have to solve. So let's form the quadratic equation first. So what I'll do, 480 upon x minus 8 minus 480 upon x equals to 3. Now 480 is common. So 1 upon x minus 8 minus 1 upon x equals to 3. Now I'll get x minus x plus 8 upon x into x minus 8 which is equals to 3 upon 480. And now you can simplify this where you'll get 8 into 480. I am cross multiplying also. Okay. This is 3x into x minus 8. And now what do I get? I am writing it here. Okay. So when I multiply this, I'll get uh, 480 into 8. So we'll get, if I'll divide both the sides by 3 first. Okay. I can divide them by 3. I can simplify this. 3 1 times, 3 6 times. And then 160 I can take and then I can simplify this. So that becomes very easy for me. Right. So here we'll get 1280 equals to x square minus 8x. So the quadratic equation becomes 8x square minus 8x minus 1280 equals 0. So this is a quadratic equation we got, and then you can factorize this and you can find the answer. So again I am leaving this on you. You have to factorize this and write the answer in the comment box. Alright. Now the next question. In triangle ABC, AD is the median on a median to BC. Okay. Very easy question. See, if you draw two triangles, okay. This is A, B, C. This is the median. Means what? These two are same. And in triangle PQR. PM is the median of QR. And this is given to you. AB to PQ equals to BC to QR equals to AD to PM. So this is given. Okay. Also, if this is a median, so what I can say? AD equals to DC. BD equals to DC and QM equals to MR. This is also given, right? And now you can prove these two are similar. A, B, C is similar to P, Q, R. Alright. So simply here you can replace this, correct, by the third side. So it is easy, okay? You can solve this. Alright. So first of all, by this, okay, by this given thing, what you can say, which two triangles are similar? Triangle ABD is similar to triangle ABD is similar to triangle PQM. This you can say from this result. Okay. And then you have this corresponding angles are congruent, and then you can apply the SAS criteria to prove ABC is similar to PQR. Correct? So I am leaving again this to you. Write this with proper steps and proper reasons. Alright? Okay. Now moving to the next question. Here this is from surface area volume chapter. Okay. Again you have a internal choice. You can do first or second. Let's solve both of them. Okay. So the first one, what they have given, the solid shape of right circular cones are mounted on a hemisphere. Alright, so one hemisphere like this, and then the cone is surmounted on that. Alright, the radius of each of them being 3.5 centimeters. So radius is same for both of them. Right, the total height of the solid is 9.5 centimeter. And this is the radius, right? This part is the radius. So you can find the height of the cone. Height of the cone h is equals to 9.5 minus 3.5 you can say, which is 6 centimeter. Alright. And you have to find the volume of the solid. So what you have to say, volume of solid is volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere, right? Plus volume of hemisphere. And now you have to write the formula for each of them. So volume of cone is what? 1/3 pi r square h. And here volume of hemisphere is what? 2/3 pi r cube. Alright. Now what I can say? I can take 1/3 pi r square common. 1/3 pi r square common. So here I will get h plus 2r. And now I can substitute all the values. So you have the value of r, you have the value of h. Substitute everything. Pi, you have to take 22/7. Substitute everything and you can write your answer. And tell me what is the unit of this. As all the distances are in centimeter, so volume is centimeter cube. So don't forget to write the unit as well. Okay, now write this, calculate this and write the answer in the comment box. Alright. Now for the second one, the cubical piece of wood is of side is 21 centimeter. A hemisphere is carved out in such a way that the diameter of the hemisphere is equal to the side of the cubical piece. Alright. So you have to find the surface area and volume of the remaining piece. Alright. So what do we get? The side of the cube equals to 21 centimeter. Right? So I can easily find the surface. See, this is something like this. The cube is there. Let me just make the cube first. So the cube is there, right? And then the hemisphere is carved out such a way that the diameter of the hemisphere is equal to the side of the cubical part. So like this. This is the hemisphere. Alright. Okay. So you have to find the surface area and the remaining volume of the remaining piece. Alright. So first of all, what I can say, I can easily find the volume of cube is equals to 21 cube, right? So you will get this, okay, 9261 centimeter cube. Alright. Now, see this total surface area of the cubical piece of wood is what? Surface area of cubical piece of wood. This is equals to 6a square. So if you substitute the value again, so you will get 2646 centimeter square. Alright. Now you can find the volume of hemisphere, which is 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Now r is what? Half of the 21. If you substitute everything, okay, you will get this answer, okay, as 693 centimeter cube. So what I can say, the remaining volume, volume of remaining phase equals to, you have to subtract these two values, right? This is what, sorry, this is nothing but, I'm sorry, here you will get this as 2425.5 centimeter cube. So remaining piece is 9261 minus 2425.5, and when you simplify this you will get your final answer. Okay, so write the final answer in the comment box. Now surface area of the remaining piece. So you have to find the uh, surface area for this hemisphere, right? The total surface area you have to find, and then you have to subtract it. So it is 2 pi r square. When you get that, the total so you have to find surface area of hemisphere. So this is nothing but 2 pi r square. Find this, okay. Then the remaining piece surface area is what? You have to take the total surface area of cubicle, then you have to subtract the top, the circle pi r square, and then add this. So let me just write it here, okay. Surface area of remaining piece equals to 6a square minus pi r square. I am subtracting the top circle, and then I am adding the curved surface area of this is CSA of hemisphere, which is 2 pi r square. So basically you have to find this as pi r square only, right? So once you get that, you can subtract it from the surface area of the cubical piece, which you already found that. So just substitute these values, find it out, and write the answer in the comment box. Don't forget to write the unit and the final answer. Alright. Now the question is from statistics. We have to find the mean. Alright. And you have to use a method for finding that. You mentioned which method you are following. Now here, if you first of all look at this, so these are not continuous, right? So first of all you have to make the correction over here. So I have did this class interval correction here first of all, correct? Then what do we have to do? We'll just write the frequencies for, just as it is, and then we write the class marks. Now class marks is nothing but add this 2 and divide it by 2, correct? So you will get the class marks. Then UI is nothing but, first of all you have to take the assumed mean. So we have taken the assumed mean as this 57. This is our A value. And then we can find the UI. You remember we have to subtract this and divide by h. H is nothing but the height, I mean class length, correct? So you will get these values. Then we have to find the last column, which is FIUI, and then you have to add all of them to get the sigma FIUI and sigma FI for this. Once you get that, you have to write the formula for this, right? So mean equals to what? Assumed mean plus sigma FIUI upon sigma FI into H, correct? We have this formula. When we substitute all the values, we can find the final answer. So now I leave on you. You have to write this and you have to write your final answer, and you have to message me in the comment box. All right? Okay. Using the step deviation method here. So I have did this class interval correction here first of all. Correct? Then what do we have to do? We'll just write the frequencies for, just as it is, and then we write the class marks. Now class marks is nothing but add this 2 and divide it by 2. Correct? So you'll get the class marks. Then UI is nothing but, first of all you have to take the assumed mean. So we have taken the assumed mean as this 57. This is our A value. And then we can find the UI. You remember we have to subtract this and divide by h. H is nothing but the height, I mean class length. Correct? So you will get these values. Then we have to find the last column, which is FIUI, and then you have to add all of them to get the sigma FIUI and sigma FI for this. Once you get that, you have to write the formula for this, right? So mean equals to what? Assumed mean plus sigma FIUI upon sigma FI into H. Correct? We have this formula. When we substitute all the values, we can find the final answer. So now I leave on you. You have to write this and you have to write your final answer, and you have to message me in the comment box. Alright? Okay. Now moving to the section E. These are case study question. Alright. So uh, this is from AP. Alright. So what is given to us? This is 51. Start with 51 and then 2 seconds less is each time. So 49, 47 and 45 and so on, right? We get the AP like this. Okay. Now first 4 terms we already written here, right? These are the first 4 terms of AP for this situation. Alright. Now what is the minimum number of days he needs to practice till his goal achieved? He wants to achieve this goal for 31 seconds. So what this is the Tnth term, right? So we have the formula Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now we have all the values. Tn value is 31, right? A we have, A is 51, D is minus 2. So when you substitute that, you will get the value of n, correct? So when I substitute everything, 31 equals to 51 plus n minus 1 into minus 2. And when I simplify, I'll get n equals to 11. Okay? Alright. So the first answer we got like this. Now, so you have to write, he can achieve his goal in 11 days, right? Okay. Now, how many seconds takes after 5 days? Means what? You have to write this. Okay. So, T6 after 5 days. So, what do you have to take? T6 equals to A plus n minus 1 into again D. Use this formula, again substitute the values and put n equals to 6, because after 6 days, they are asking for after 5 days. So n equals to 6. Put all the stuff, okay, and you can find the answer. You will get 41 seconds for that. Alright. Okay. Now, out of this, which term is not in the AP? Okay. So, if you continue this, right, after 45, so what will be there? 43, 41. Then if you subtract 2 more, so what do we get? 39, 37, 35, 33, 31, right? And then that's it. Now I can easily say 30 is not there. Correct? We have the remaining terms. This is not in AP. Very easy question, right? Okay. Moving to the next question. This is from coordinate geometry. Alright. So read this passage carefully, okay, and then you can answer this. So here's some values are given for town A, town B and town C. Alright. So what do we have to find? Who will travel more distance to reach their home? Okay. So two friends, Veena and Arun, work in the same office in Delhi. In the Christmas vacation, both decided to go their hometowns represented by town A and town B respectively. Okay. Town A and town B are connected by trains from the same station C. Alright, so they both are over here and they have to go from here and here like this. So town A to town C and town A to B to C. Alright, so you can easily find this, right, using distance formula, correct? Remember the distance formula? So what first we have to write? We have to write the coordinates of town A and town C. So let me just write this first. Town A. So A is nothing but, if you see here, 1 and 7, right? 1, 7 are the coordinates for A. Then town B coordinates are 4, 2, correct? These are 4, 2. And for C it is minus 4, 4. So we got this coordinates and now you have to find for Veena, right? Veena, it is AC. And for the other Varun, okay, Arun, it is BC. So you have to find this distance using distance formula. Do you remember the distance formula? So x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, or you can write x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Don't change the order, okay? Now using this you can find AC and BC and then you can figure out which is more. Okay, so do this your own. Now find the location of the station. We already know that location of the station is this station C. So you have to find AB, correct? Location of the station we already found. This is minus 4 and 4. This is done. And here if you want to find AB, then you can again use the distance formula. Alright. Find in which ratio Y divides the town B and station. So this point, okay, this point you have to find, correct? So if it is k is to 1, k is to 1, then what you can say, this point, okay, if you just join this, right? So the y coordinate will be 0 for this. Sorry, x coordinate will be 0. So correct, 0 comma you can say y equals to, now you can use this thing section formula. So what you can say, b is 4, so 4k plus 1, right? You have to take this. We are finding for C na, so uh, minus 4, this is minus 4, plus 4 into minus 4 upon k plus 1, comma you have to use for the other y, so 4k, correct, 4k plus 1 into 7 upon k plus 1. We are interested in the first one only to find the value of k. So when you equate this with 0, this 0, so you can find the value of k. So k equals to 1 will get. Okay, you have to equate this thing with 0, right? So what you can say, it divides into 1 is to 1 ratio. So this is 1 is to 1 ratio. Correct? I hope you understood this. Correct? Alright. Now moving to the last question. So it is height and distance. Alright. So read this carefully again. Okay, what they have given. The distance is given. Right? Then angles are given. Correct? And then we have to answer this. Height of the tower. First of all. So if you take this triangle, see, triangle height of the tower is this, okay. So if you take this triangle PQA, correct, triangle PQA, then what you have to say, tan 45 equals to PQ upon QA. This is 1, right? So PQ is equals to QA, correct? Okay, we'll just keep this aside. These are X, this is X they have given, so this is X. Alright, now if I'll take the other thing, other triangle, PQB, right? Triangle PQB. Then I have to take tan 30 degree, which is nothing but PQ to QB. Now this is 1 upon root 3. And now if I'll substitute this value, see, this is X plus 100, right? PQ is what? QB is what? X plus 100. So X upon X plus 100 equals to 1 upon root 3. And then when I simplify this, I'll get X plus 100 equals to X root 3. And when I simplify this, okay, if I'll just put the value of square root of 3, so I'll get the value of X, right? So X1 minus square root of 3 equals to 100 I'll get. Then X equals to 100 upon 1 minus root 3. Rationalize this. 1 plus root 3 upon 1 minus root 3 and 1 plus root 3. And then you will get the value of X as 136.61 meter. Okay, so we got the value of X. So you can say the height of the tower is what? You have to add this height. Okay, the height of their houses are 150 meter. So height of the tower is what? Height of the tower is 136.61 plus 150, correct? So if you add them, you will get 286.61 meter. So the first answer we solved, right? The distance between their tower and the house of Suraj. Suraj is here. So you have to add 100 with X. So this is what? 236, right? 236.61. Write it in a step-by-step manner, okay? The distance between top of the tower and the top of Suraj house. So you have to find this distance, PB. Okay, so you have to find the hypotenuse for that. So if you do so, you'll get PB equals to 273.20. So solve this and you will get this answer. Okay, the distance between top of the tower and Ajay's house. So you have to find PA for that. So that is nothing but square root of 2 you will get, correct? Times you have to multiply it by X. So square root of 2 times you have to multiply it by 136.61. So what do we get when I simplify? 193.20 meter. Okay. So solve them one by one. Write your answer in a proper manner. So I hope you understood this, right? How to solve the paper on time. Now once you solve as per the time division which I have given here, you have to review your paper, recheck all the answers. If any question is unattended, you have to solve that. Again, review your paper. Okay. If you don't understand anything, okay, if you confuse somewhere, please let me know. The only key is you have to mention what are the given values, right? What you have to find, and based on which the facts which you have to find your answer. Okay, do it step by step. Steps are very important. If you miss any step, you will lose your marks. All right, so you have to solve the previous year question papers to get the practice of this, right? How to write the paper, so that you can target 100% marks in your board exams, right? All the best, and if you like this video, please share with your friends, subscribe the channel, and thank you for watching.